Hi, this is Mirza, and this is my short video demonstration for my research project involving the product development. The topic I went ahead was with facial recognition tech for payments. I've given the name Visage to my product. Uh, should there be future work done on it, I would name it Visage. The name of my research, complete research, like the title of it is Secure ID, Transforming Payment Card Verification Using Facial Recognition. That's what we're doing. We're using facial recognition to verify the payment card details of a user to make it more secure, and that's why the name Secure ID. But there are more reasons to it, so that's what we'll answer here is that there are two reasons why we should go for facial recognition is because the security side of things, because the PIN numbers, OTPs, all of that are no longer that safe, which the reasons you'll see in the literature review of my report. And another reason is the inconvenience side of things because OTP, PIN numbers, all of these things take too long. Facial ID, facial recognition takes like a second to actually process your transaction. It's much more faster, much more secure as well. And that's one reason I went ahead with it. Aims of the research and development. So the main aim basically is to actually develop this product, but before going to the development, there will be a bunch of research. There's a bunch of research done on it, which is research into the roots of the recognition algorithm, where it came from, is it even useful, what kind of application is being done on it, and how it's basically going to be used for payment. So that kind of research, which helps us actually validate this whole idea of using it for payment verification and looking at the already existing algorithms being used for facial recognition, which can be used for our product. So those basically are the aims, but the main aim is to actually develop it, develop a prototype of the product, an MVP. What are the objectives? So objectives and the aims are closely linked. The first half is basically about the researching the, as I said, to conduct the research, to conduct a literature review, and the other part is basically is to design, develop, and the prototype of this payment verification system. And then the last one is to test the model and see how it's basically working. So the objectives are serious. We're aligned completely around the development side of things. The last ones, which you will see in the report as well, and we have achieved them. We have got a prototype. We were able to follow some good design techniques, some good project management techniques. We were able to pick the right requirements, and we were able to test and assess as well. So as the aim was prototype, we were able to get the objectives done as well for that prototype. So the project management side of things, we have done using Trello. We've used the Trello as a project management software. And for the methodology, we've used Agile methodology, more specifically the Scrum framework, using the uh, sprints cycles to actually complete this. We were able to finish this within like two sprints of 2 weeks and one sprint of 1 week, and we were able to finish that. The planning done behind it was basically more like design, like it was connected, like finding the right requirements, the flow chart, which you will see in the implementation as well, like the implementation side, where you will see the demo of the product. You will see the flow chart, which was designed. Moscow prioritization was used to actually see which features should be like should be there or must be there or could be there or won't be there. So Moscow prioritization was used for the design side of things. Some low level wireframing was there, but didn't really help much. But it was fine. But we did use flowcharts and Moscow prioritization. Implementation side of the product, it's using face recognition algorithms, the basically face recognition library of the Python. We're using Python language, we're using Flask for the server, we're using React for the front end, and we're using a bunch of Bootstrap as well for the front end side of things. And the face recognition library within itself is using like three algorithms, so it's a very heavy uh, tech stack. Some of them I had to learn as well to actually use them. So what do we think about the product which has been developed? So the product really is according to the needs, according to the expectations how it used to be. It's more like a prototype, not like a product. It's a prototype, an MVP. It shows how the future product actually can look like, how it can be integrated if some future work is done into it. Because the kind of doubts we I had when I was basically developing this is that, is this even possible? Can this even be done? Is this even viable? Okay, should I even be doing this? Can it be, does it even have a future? So these are the questions I was able to answer when I was developing this and researching about this. So it's more like an MVP, I would say. but it does give a good direction how the future looks like for this. So it's time to see the prototype now. Okay, so this is a short demo. I'll quickly get into it as we have a very tight time constraint. So I enter the card details over here, taking from my details here. So as you can see, it has detected as a MasterCard. It can do the same for Visa card as well. It can do the same for, I think, I'm not sure which one. Yeah, that's, I think, American Express 3-4. I remove that, I put back my own card, which is MasterCard. I can put the CVV details. Notice how it moves back behind. So a good front-end feature there, just to make it more interactive. I can add my name. It's, as you can see, it's following everything over there on the card. That's just good. And yeah, React features. 12/23, I've added the expiry date. So I'm going to press the button confirm now, and a series of things are going to happen. But first, the camera opens right now. Okay, so this camera right now, you'll be able to see me now. As you can see, it says match found. It says my name as well, because I put over there and I was able to match it. But right now it's just detected a known face. It doesn't know yet that those details which I've entered over there are my own details. Like it's matching with my facial ID, which you see on the camera right now. Okay, so I'm gonna press a button. The camera's gonna go off. Okay, and a series of tasks is gonna basically happen, which I'll try to explain through the flowchart. As we have a time constraint, I'm maybe a bit faster. So it says verification successful. That means indeed my face matched with those details over there, like they were associated. Okay, let's go into the front, the flowchart. What's really happening over there? Let's have a look at that. So we entered the user details over there, as you can see. We entered the details there. Those details were sent from the front end, which we just entered on the React to the Python server. Now you might be asking, Mirza, what's Python server? So I can quickly show that. So Python server is basically nothing but Flask. We have deployed our backend code of Python on Flasks. Okay, this which allows the server to be much more faster, and it also allows to connect with the front end much more easily through API requests. So as you can see, I'll quickly show the front end first. So in the front end over here, as you can see in this part of code, in this implementation, where I have set that send me, I'm telling the front end, send me the card number, the CVV, and the name, okay, to this pathway over here. And where is this pathway? This pathway is set over here in this function, okay, which is going to be receiving the card number and the CVV, okay, and then it'll pass that to this function verify, where the core of the things are happening, okay, core verification, okay. So as you saw over here, let's go back to this flowchart so you can flow with me. Not flow with me, I mean you can follow me. But the Python server invokes the camera. You saw that, invoked the camera. It detected me, but the recognition didn't happen right there. So let's stop on that recognition word I've used over there. Before that, what it does is it generates the encodings of the unknown face, which was my face on the camera. It does this all within milliseconds, but this are all the things happening behind the scenes based on the code which I written over there. It generated the encodings of the unknown face, my face, and again this happens simultaneously as well. It sends a call to the database. It has my unknown face encodings ready, so keep that on the side. It sends a call to the database. So this is the real-time database. All the account details are saved over here. So I thought this to show that. And this is the storage facility in Firebase, where I'm basically saving all the known images. So notice these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 5, 2, 7. These are IDs. And as you can see in this real-time database, these IDs are the same for the account details as well. Okay, coming back to the flowchart where we were, it sends a call to the database. It retrieved the known images facial encodings. Okay, so this function over here, the encode generator, this code we have written over here using face recognition's dot face encodings function, we were able to generate the facial encodings of the known images. Okay, now we have the unknown face encodings. Unknown face encodings from here in this flow, and we have the ones for the known images as well. Okay, and now in this function, the camera has already started. From this function, the camera starts already from this while loop. Sorry. Okay, it detected my face on the camera that, yeah, buddy, there's a face on the camera, and now it is using this function to generate the face encoding. So this is what's happening here. This one is happening over here, and now it already has my face encode, the known face encodings from this line of code. Okay, encode list known, so it means known images, and it's comparing those two. Okay, it's comparing those two, and it's finding the distance between them. Okay, so it has this code now has the distance. So basically this is just from the top of the part what's happening. Okay, deep down there's a lot more code. As we have a time constraint, we can't get into it, but this is what's happening on the top, from the top, if you see aerially. Okay, so the phase distance is being calculated between the unknown and the known phase, between their encodings, and a distance is coming out. Okay, and we try to find the very least distance. Okay, like the unknown face encodings will be compared against a list of all these images in the database, which you saw over here. Sorry, not database, it's from the storage. Okay, it was compared. Okay, there are known, all the known encodings over there and the unknown codings compared, it finds the least amount of distance. So of course, my image, if it's saved in the database, in the storage, it will have the least distance. Okay, once it has that, it will say, yes, we have a match found. Match found is equal to true. And based on that, it retrieves the ID. The ID is nothing but these numbers over here. Okay, it retrieves that ID. With the help of the ID, now let's go back to, okay, the comparison happened as you saw over here. Let's go back to, yeah, the facial ID is retrieved. Okay, it found a match. If it doesn't find a match, it will say unknown face detected. In the future, what happens is that if we get a chance to actually work on this, get something done more on this, we'll be able to register them, tell them that, okay, if you want, you can register. We don't have your face in the database. So yeah, going back to the facial ID, we have the ID retrieved now because the faces have matched. Now, now let's go back to the details which are waiting to be to verify, right? So this ID now is used to actually retrieve those account details. Okay. Now I have my own ID from this one, 12345. That's mine. I'll show you that. Yeah, that's me, as you can see. Okay, and that ID is saved here. So that ID was used to actually retrieve my details now. Mirza Raza, my name, my bank, everything over there. Okay, that's not real, by the way. So nothing to worry. Okay, now it will basically check. It will decide. This code over here will decide. Does it match? If it matches, yes, verification has been successful. If it doesn't, it'll tell you to enter again. That means you enter it wrong. Okay, and then it comes to that conclusion that, okay, it's a verification successful. So I know it's too much to take. A lot of things that are happening beneath the surface, but this is from the aerial view. Okay, this is the front end. All the input fields set up over here. We have very beautiful UI, as you can see. Very interactive as well. It basically can see Visa card or anything like that. Answering now the questions that how useful this product is. This product is basically an MVP. It shows how the future full product can actually look like, how it can be integrated, what's the future work which can be done on this, where it can be integrated. So I think I chose like Shopify, which can be turned into like a plugin and can be put into Shopify as their plugin in their checkout process, which can basically verify their payments for them, for their customers, using facial ID. And the testing which was used for this was end user testing, entering the wrong details and everything. I think I added that in the report. And also using the facial recognition model under different conditions, like with the head covering on, with glasses on, in dark conditions. So all of that is there in the report. I'm not sure if I need to show this, but that's there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's what the answers questions were. Thank you.